All right, we're back on the Rob Dibble Show. Ben Darnell, live from Elliott Ballpark. Now we've got Oliver Pudvar. He's the starting pitcher for the UConn Huskies sitting in with us. And we're just talking about the technology, and it's amazing. So tell us about, Josh McDonald and the manager can talk to you guys during the game and call pitches and stuff like that. But everybody on defense can hear the pitch. We're talking about that. How hard it was when I played, and this is 30 years ago, trying to get guys to play defense. You're yelling at them from the dugout. You're actually giving things away, stuff like that. How much does that help you with everybody being on the same page?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely makes everything more smooth. The one issue, I guess, with it is, some people will, position themselves a little too early and then
give it away.
Yeah. So that's the only issue we've really seen with it. But other than that, as a pitcher, I mean, being able to hear what I'm going to have to throw just, in my hat is just, it makes it so easy, and it just kind of dumbs the game down and makes it so easy to just go out there and just focus on throwing.
You've been kicking butt. The one thing we love about you as broadcasters is you work fast, man. I mean, there is no dead time when you are on the mound. I'm sure the pitch comm helps with that as well. Is that something that you've always been doing? Because it doesn't feel like you even pay attention to the pitch clock. Like, it's not even a factor in your mind.
Yeah, I mean, I've always liked to work quick. I think that it helps the position players, and it helps them.
That's what you say.
Yeah, want to play behind you, and I don't want to be a Randall out there, and I don't think anybody wants to watch that either. So I think it just helps everybody if I'm moving quick. So
you're coming off Tommy John surgery. What was that like? Coming off the surgery, healing, and then what was it like the first couple of months getting back out there?
Yeah, I mean, it was a grind. It was a full year of recovery. But the whole time you're thinking about just getting back out there. So once you got back out there, it was just go time, and I take everything. I don't take anything for granted out there, and I'm just super grateful to be at such a good spot like UConn.
Yeah, we were talking to Oliver Pudvar about his beginnings at Manhattan before you came here. Obviously, Stores is a little bit different than what you were dealing with at Manhattan as far as that. But then you work yourself into the first starter on the weekend, too, and building a great record with a great ERA. In a staff that was kind of sputtering, and you really found a spot. Like, how long has it taken? And coming off of Tommy John, there's a lot of different changes in your world, in your baseball career. How were you able to focus and settle down and get to where you're at right now?
I mean, to be honest, I had no thought of being, the Friday guy when I came here. But, I've just been working super hard getting back, and I think it's honestly helped, I take it, as a blessing in disguise for getting the injury, because it really made me focus on my recovery, my rehab, and all that, and I've really started to take the game serious, and so I think that it actually helped in a sense to get the surgery when I did, and in such a good spot here, and everything just kind of worked and fit together when it did.
A lot of guys, when they get hurt, it tightens up their delivery when they come back. They maybe pick up a different pitch. Did you come up with another pitch, or did it help your delivery and throwing more strikes or anything? Did it help you in any way?
I dropped a pitch. I dropped my curveball. It was kind of similar to my slider, and I noticed that looking back at my freshman year at Manhattan, it was the pitch that I was kind of giving up some bombs to. So I just kind of scrapped it and just really focused on my fastball, slider, and changeup, and tried to make them as good as I could make them. And I've really been working on the changeup for sure, and making that pitch that I can throw whenever.
You're kind of chilling today. You don't have a start. You're not on. You're not hot. You will be pitching on Thursday when we start a series against Maine. What do you do on days like today when you're just kind of chilling in the dugout or the bullpen?
Yeah, I mean, I got in here and got a lift in, and then did some running, short running. I don't I don't love running, so I kept it short. But already got most of the work I have to do today already in. So now I kind of just hang out and cheer on the fellas, and I'll get my throwing in before the game. But then just be the best teammate I can be for the game.
Do you guys give tips and see, maybe focus in on some at-bats? Maybe you have a history against a certain guy. Do you give, what do you call it, little ants, little ant chats?
Yeah, information
chats?
Share information.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've played these guys already this year, and they're a Northeast team, so we know a lot of the guys on the team as well. So, guys have picked stuff up from summer ball and stuff like that. So, yeah, definitely try and help out as much as we can throughout the game.
Talking to Oliver Pudvar, he's one of the best starting pitchers on University of Connecticut. Talk about the recruitment process. I mean, did you come here, check out the field? What was one of the things that got you to leave Manhattan and come to UConn?
Yeah, I've actually got a pretty interesting story with this. So, after my sophomore year at Manhattan, I decided to enter the portal once 26 other guys on the team entered the portal, which was
pretty much the whole team.
Yeah, I think it was the highest in Division I for guys to enter the portal, and got in the portal. I went in and I was kind of halfway through, recovering from Tommy John still, so I couldn't throw. So I wasn't really talking to anybody, and then my buddy from Manhattan, actually Greg Shaw, he committed here, and then Coach Mack asked him if he knew anybody else in the portal that, he thinks they should give a look to. Thankfully, he said my name, and so Coach Mack reached out, and I took a phone call with him. It went good enough for him to ask me to come here, and went on a visit. And I mean, it's a tough place to say no to. So it was kind of a no-brainer for me once I visited here.
Unreal, man, and in a short amount of time, like it's just a snap of the fingers, and you're kicking butt right now. Now, all right, Pudvar, this man right here has built his career on intimidation. Now, you look like such a nice lad, almost too nice, Pudvar. Maybe if we do like a skull and crossbones in the middle of your glasses, like
Ricky Vaughn,
Ricky
Major
Vaughn,
League.
because you're going to get a Friday start with some serious, implications. Big East is coming up. Regionals is coming up. Super Regionals is coming up. I need like a killer thing in Pudvar. Is like maybe you bring your hat down. I see a little mohawk action. What else can we work with here to get some intimidation factor for Pudvar?
Well, I mean, I kind of like to surprise him. Like I like to look.
You like to
innocent
look like the nice lad and then blow their doors off.
Yeah, exactly.
I love this technique, totally. All right, talk about the glasses, man. Those are Oakley's. Those are prescription. When did we start playing with glasses, and why do you go glasses instead of contacts?
Yeah, it was at the beginning of high school. I noticed I couldn't really see the board in school, and the board was basically the same distance than the pitcher's mound to home plate. So I was noticing that when I was looking in and getting the signs from catchers as well, I couldn't really see their hands as well as I should have been able to. So I decided to get the eyes checked. I need to get glasses. And I used to wear the ones that went all the way around, like the rec specs. But, I got some chirps for wearing those. So
that didn't work, but maybe you're blowing their doors off. Like, this geek with glasses, I'm going to blow a home run right past, and then all of a sudden he strikes out.
Yeah, but so I kind of recently switched to these.
These look nice. I like them.
Yeah, so I know Joe Kelly wears them. That's
right.
He's a pretty cool guy. So I think I can wear contacts, but I don't know. I like the style of them.
Where do you hail from? Where's home?
Vermont, Shelburne,
okay.
Vermont. Yep.
What do you do up there? Do you hunt? Do you golf? What do you do?
About nothing.
Nothing?
No,
Video games? Do you do anything like that?
I own a company. I own a sunflower seed company, actually.
Really?
Shut the
door.
No
way.
Are you
Right
serious?
Look at that.
Get this
is there
product
maple
placement
syrup in the seeds?
Maple Mania sunflower seeds. It says chips. How are you owning this company, but it's chips?
Well, that's my buddy's name, Chip. His real name's Chase, but
we have some of these.
Yeah, go ahead.
Call him Chip?
Yeah, we started in high school and kind of just started it like for a class project.
That's fantastic.
And, we turned it into like a real
There's
company.
nothing better than maple syrup. I'm from Connecticut. But,
Shut up. That's a great idea, though.
Yep.
Great idea. So, obviously, the maple syrup's from Vermont. That's what you guys are known for. But
oh, my God, that's awesome.
I've never had maple syrup sunflower seeds. Never even thought about it.
First ones in the world. So, yeah.
Dude, that's fantastic.
Awesome, dude.
Yeah.
That is so great. So is the rest of the team on Chip Sunflowers, or do we still have the old, what is it, David's? Is that the brand that's
the
always
competition, man. That's a bad word.
So only chips at UConn.
Well, I was out of stock for a while. It was tough going to school, and also
and these are big.
Yeah.
These are not like the competition, who I won't say their name. They have cheesy little small ones.
Oh,
These
I'm
are
with
huge.
you.
And they're too salty and they don't have
Yep,
enough flavor.
There you go.
So we found a happy medium.
Where do you find your seeds? Where do you get them?
Right now we're getting them out of California. But yeah, we're trying to get them more locally sourced soon. And
Are you a business major?
I'm not here. No, I'm actually I'm an economics major, so it's close enough. I couldn't get into the business school transferring in, but yeah, I still have made connections in the business school here. So
All right, we've got to get to the guy to
Wow.
put Chip's sunflower seeds
Yeah.
at least on this campus
yeah,
everywhere.
hopefully in
right.
the concession stand.
Exactly, it's a travesty.
Actually, we got to get him with the Hartford Yard Goats.
I
and get you
agree,
in some minor
dude.
league
Huge.
ballpark.
This is the beginning.
Yeah.
This is just the beginning.
We got
man.
connections.
Unreal. So, are you planting any of these like around the country? Like, when you go to I don't know Puerto Rico and play Stetson, are you dropping like 10 bags here and there, planting the seed?
Yeah. Well, I had a couple buddies on Stetson, so I did give them a couple bags and brought them out to LA and got some connections out there. So yeah, trying to make connections along the way as well.
You're kicking butt.
That
dude.
is
You're
fantastic.
kicking butt.
Well, hey,
awesome.
good luck. We don't want to get in your head too much.
I
especially
know.
with this one.
Maybe a tattoo, like
No,
a
don't
neck
change
tattoo.
who you are.
Just you can draw it, like temporary
Yeah.
No,
henna,
just
like
keep,
a
just
henna
keep throwing
neck
strikes,
tattoo.
man. Keep
That's
getting
right.
outs. We had your pitching coach on. He loves for you guys to just get outs.
Out collectors.
Out collectors. There you go, like bone collectors.
Yep, so true.
That was me. It was a bit different back in my day.
Yeah.
Thank you, Oliver.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Albert, for coming on. Good luck.
All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll talk some horses. The Preakness is coming up. Andy Serling, NYRA handicapper expert. He will join us next.